Today we're going to learn to use a number line to add and subtract. So when we use a number line, it has to be a blank number line. We first draw a line and we usually put arrows on either end of the number line to show that it can keep going that way and it can keep going that way no matter where you start on your number line. So we use this to add and we use it to subtract. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to write a number sentence. 7 plus 3. So when I'm adding on my number line, I have to start from here because my number line goes from smaller numbers to bigger numbers. So I can start with my biggest number and I just use a little line and I write the number 7. And I'm going to add 3. I'm not going to add 1, 2, 3. I'm going to add 3. And at the top I write what I'm adding plus 3. And I know, if I remember my friends of 10, that 7 and 3 are friends of 10. So then I don't need to write all the numbers 8, 9, 10 in the middle here. I can just write my number 10. So that's one example of how to add on a number line using one-digit numbers. Now, if I were to change this, number sentence to a two-digit number, say, 12 plus 6 equals. Now, I need to start with the biggest number on my number line. That's a good trick to do. I'm going to start with 12 on my number line. And I'm going to add 6 to my 12. Now, I want you to try and think of your friends of numbers up to 10. So, if I want to add the ones first, I might think, well, I know that 2 and 2 is 4, and I know, you might know some combinations, so you might know that 2 and 2 is 4, and so then when you're looking at 6, you have 4 left over. My friend of 6 is 2 and 4. So I might do 2 jumps on my number line. I might do a small jump of 2, and I'm just doing 1 jump, and I'm going to know that I know that 2 plus 2 is 4, so I'm going to have 14. And then I need to add my 4. And this is when I do my arrow pointing this way, plus 4. And this is where it gets easier because I remember that 4 and 4 makes 8. So my 4 and 4 which makes 8 will then give me 18. So then on my number sentence, I can write 18. This is why it's very good to practice your friends of numbers up to 10 so that you can be faster at adding instead of counting one by one. Now, when we look at subtraction, we need to go the opposite way. So I'm going to draw another number line with my ruler across, and I'm going to do my arrows on either end. Now, with a subtraction number sentence, we will start on this end. So if I'm going to say 10 minus 6. Now, this is a simple number sentence, and you might know your friends of 10 already, but I'm just showing you as an example. You start on this end of the number line with your biggest number, 10. And you can go backwards. You might want to break 6 up into 5 and 1, because it might be easier for you to take away 5. Backwards we're jumping. We do minus 5 at the top of the jump, and you might already know, well, I know 5 and 5 makes 10. And so then you just need to take away one more. So you do a little jump, -1. And if I remember how to count backwards, I will know that 1 before 5 is 4. And then I have my answer. 10 minus 6 equals 4. Now, you might already know your friends of 10 off by heart, which is fabulous. But I was just showing you how to do this on a number line. Let's try a bigger 2-digit number, shall we? So, I'm going to try and write 26 minus 26 minus, let's try 14. So I have got a 2-digit number, and I know I need to always start with my biggest number when I'm subtracting on this side. And what I can do now is I can break up this number into the 10s and the 1s. So I know that this is made out of 10 and this is 4. So why don't I take away my 4 first? So 26 take away 4. You might already know your friends of numbers, so otherwise you can count backwards. So 26, let's count backwards 4 times. 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. So I'm going to go backwards. I'm taking away my 4, and I had, did I say 21? 21. Let's check. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It wasn't 21, it was 22. Lucky we checked. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 26 minus 4 is 22. I have taken away my 4 from my 1s column, and now I need to take away the 10, and this is where counting backwards by 10 is going to help you. So you're going to do one big backwards jump of 10. And if we remember counting forwards by 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then counting forwards by 10s from a different number, like 15, you add 10, 25, add 10, 35. But we're going to go backwards by 10, and we need to just go backwards in the tens column one time. So 22 take away 10 is going to be 12. Can you see some similarities with these numbers, boys and girls? I can see that the 2 is the same, just the tens column has changed because it's gone backwards, it's become smaller. So I've got my 22 take away 10 equals 12, and that is my answer. This is how you use a number line to add and subtract. You always start with your biggest number to get that out of the way, and then it's a good idea to break up your next number into the place value to make it easier to add, so that you're not adding one number each but one by one. And that's how you use a number line.